it's pretty good for an holiday now. Don't know how to tell shit, but there's a lot of fanny floating about.
It's the next morning, and Dave's on a Doorman course.
They've got a new diet out there, haven't they? Swim fast.
You've always been a sensitive chap, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Looking forward to it today?
Very much so, yeah. I love being thrown all over the place by people that I can't actually hit back. Yeah, very nice.
Are you bothered if you fail?
Not really, no. It's only around the corner from me. I'd be bothered if I drove miles and miles and miles for 3 or 4 days to come to do a test that I failed, yeah. I know it's frightening because I haven't actually took a test for years and years, have I? The only thing I've ever really... The only certificate I left school with was I come second in the sack race.
So there's no retribution if you do fall, by the way, so...
I don't know what retribution means.
It's a big word, isn't it? I thought about that actually. Well, like a comeback.
No, there's no comeback, no. No, I'm sure I'll pass.
I'll edit that.
No. The bloke who's running the... This is the governor, one that will be throwing you all over the hall.
And the other gentleman here, Trevor.
All right.
Trevor, right. No.
So what's happening today?
Basically, we're going to be teaching Dave and his friends how to do the Level 2 door supervisors course to the SIA standards, so that they can get their badges so they can be legal door supervisors.
And do you think he's going to be capable of doing that?
I see no reason why not. So he should be able to do it.
Tell us something about the course.
About the course, that would be my friend again.
Okay, basically the course consists of all the requirements up to the SIA standards, including the criminal law, licensing law, protocols and so forth, and then part 2 is the conflict management side of life.
And then do they get some kind of certificate or something at the end?
Yeah, they do. Basically what happens is at the end of part 1 and part 2 they will sit an exam.
Yeah.
We then send that off to the British Institute of Innkeepers. They will then mark it and send it back to us for those who are successful.
Brilliant.
Those who don't, do a retest.
Everyone's running the doors the way they want to at the moment. It's nice to have somebody out there saying, right, this is set in concrete now, this is what you're going to do, this is who you are, where you are, and it's a good idea.
And tell us, what's the pub that you run?
It's the Blind Beggar, the notorious, famous pub in London.
And is that a rough pub?
No, it can be, same as any pub when you've got men and beer. But I've been doing the job long enough now, I think, to mainly talk a problem out the door.
What was that gag again?
Why have the Chinese got slinty eyes?
I don't know why the Chinese got slinty eyes.
Have you ever seen the glare of an atom bomb?
Right, anyway.
Dave, do you have any jokes of that type?
Yes. Well, it's not actually a joke.
Yeah.
It's a bit like charades. You've got to guess what I am. A bingo caller in Thailand. That's a show on its own, that laugh, isn't it? Not guilty, Your Honour. The funniest cult thing ever has got to be Charlie Craig calling me up as a character reference. Really? No, I did. I went up in Charlie Craig's case. That's why he got 12. Right? I'd like to call Dave Courtney as a character reference. How long have you known Charlie? Well, I was in prison with him for... It's the only thing I remember about Charlie Craig more than anything else at all, right? What was his favourite programme I had to watch every morning for a year? Supermarket thing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Dale Winton.
Get the banana. Right, and we'll be sitting there trying to hold the Brinks Matt boys IRA. Charlie Craig sitting there, and we ended up going, get the banana! You know, him and that fucking geezer, the motivator. I don't hate many people, but that fucking cunt I'd like to beat up. Right. Come on, you can do it, let's go. I wanted to do one, he keeps going to like the Arndale Centre and all that, doing live shows and this. I wanted to go and do a bit of paper and just, excuse me, could you just sign? Yeah, come on, there you go, let's go, come on, come on, get up, I know it hurts. No gain, no pain. Get your teeth, that's over.
So just tell us, what's the exact purpose of the course and why do people have to take this course?
It's all to do with the new regulations that the Security Industry Authority Act 2001 was established to bring in. Basically, it's to bring everybody up to the same levels and same standards. The first day is to establish the level of the guys already that have been doing the doors, and then taking it from there and improving the standard that they are and taking them up another level.
And is it good for the industry?
Yeah, it is, yeah. gets rid of a lot of all the bad people, yeah.
And what do you think of your set of pupils today?
Well, we'll soon find out at the end of the course, won't we, how good they are.
And just tell us your role in all of this.
Basically, I'm one of the directors of Odin Security Group, which is licensed by the SIA as an approved test centre. We're teaching the health, the safety, the understanding of the principles of what a doorman is actually there for, making sure that the customers are all happy, making sure that the environment's good, making sure that the health and safety is all adhered to. After that, into more as the responsibilities of the doorman for actually keeping it as a safe environment, taking people out of the club if there's any problems, how to diplomatically do it, make sure that people aren't being injured. Whereas the original style doorman was known as the gorilla for dragging people out and giving them a good beating. That style of the industry is now gone, and this is what all this course is for, to actually turn it around.
So normally if I'm on the door, if I'm walking around where I live, it's quiet, there's a lot of muggings going on. So I always have my wallet in the back pocket, so as soon as I take it out, it's in the open position there, so as soon as he's got a knife like there, I can grab the blade straight away and I can take it back in on him.
But that's some of the things you've got to watch out for when people are actually being searched. And that's why you've got to watch out not to actually lose that eye contact when searching somebody. Don't pat when you're searching, because you can miss things. Always rub slowly down the arms and legs, and make sure you search properly all down the back as well when searching. If he was wearing a hat, again you'd check the hat, make him remove the hat in case he's got anything sort of stashed inside, whether it be drugs, weapons or whatever.
Dare I say it, like taking candy from a baby, you know, I've actually done it for 25 years. I've run the biggest doorman company this country has ever had, you know, so I do think I'm getting the questions right.
And if you said that
my
you
chosen
were wrong,
subject, yeah. But they're all doing quite good, yeah, it's good. And they're good at it, you know what I mean? The people who are actually doing it are good at it. You know, they've got the attributes that they're actually promoting on the screen. They've actually got them, so. For me, it's worthwhile, yeah. Yeah, for me, it's worthwhile on a number of reasons. One, I need my card to work, and two, I'm a firm believer in, you know, it's very hard to tell someone to do something if you ain't done it yourself. So I like to lead from the front, you know. And once I've now passed it, I will expect my men to do it. You know?
We'll have Dave up to play the doorman or door supervisor, and we'll have our other young friend David here to be the drunken slot that you've got to try and refuse entry.
Well, not anyone would actually refuse.
No one's going to fucking tell him. No one's going to tell him they can't go in somewhere, are they?
I mean, how many brain cells in a brain? You'd only have to use one of those. I don't know how many are in the brain. I know it's millions of them, isn't it? You'd probably only need one of them to know not to refuse him entry, wouldn't you?
Maybe you should jump up and play the part then if Dave's not going to do it.
Slot?
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be quite appropriate.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
Well, not tonight, I'm sorry.
Well, why is that, mate?
You're a bit unsteady on your feet, and I think if you come in here, you're going to fall on someone, hurt yourself or
No,
something.
but I'm mate Dave Courtney's mate. Like, it's all right, mate. I'm on a guest list.
All right, hang on then. Yeah, just a second then.
Is that all right then?
Yeah, you'll be all right, you'll be fine. I'll just go and fetch somebody upstairs.
So I don't need to go through metal detector?
No, you'll be fine.
Oh, thank you, mate. Yeah.
Here's a knife.
No, I don't free bottle of champagne.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's good. It's been interesting, yeah. Just basically what Dave said. A lot of it is like common sense. You know, it's just showing that you're a competent person and you understand it all, and you know there is some certain rules which you know you got to pay attention to. But I've always worked with Dave on the door, so like you know. And
Is it kind of difficult to accept that it's something been imposed on you?
I would imagine it would be for like a lot of the doormen that have worked for 20, 30 years doing it. You know, that all these new rules and that you know can be off-putting in a sense, because the theory, what's on paper, and the actual practical of it is very, very different. If you've got to work by the rule book and think, right, this is what I should do before I do this action and that action, it can be quite difficult because every scenario is different. So I think a lot of the doormen would find it good and bad.
On this one, we shall have scenario C, which is to refuse entry to somebody who appears to be under the age of 18 or 21, and you can't provide your ID to get in.
You don't look of age to me, you've got to be 21 to come in.
You're joking, aren't you, mate?
Yeah. So I'll just need a bit of ID from you. I'm not saying you're not, if you're 21.
You're having a laugh, ain't you, mate, surely.
Just prove it to me.
Yeah, but who carries ID? No one carries ID,
No,
does it?
it's a policy of the house. It's one of them things, sorry.
I've got some totty here with me, mate, and like, oh, come on, look at the tits on that bird, mate. Come on, mate.
Sorry.
Come on, please.
Whatever you say, you're not coming through this.
What am I going to do? Where am I going to fuck her? I'm going to fuck her in your toilets, innit? What am I going to do now, mate? I'm fucked, ain't I?
Well, yeah,
oh, come on, mate, come on.
Look,
I'll tell you what,
I'll
I'll let you have a little go now after I've like, sort of like...
That's very nice of you, but even so, I need your ID.
Come on, mate, you sexual compliment, no.
Well, no, I've got to say.
You sure you've seen her lips on her like that?
No, I've got to say.
Mate,
Sorry, mate.
Please.
No.
So what is it I need to do? I need to go home
and
and change
get
my
your ID,
boots?
come back. You've been okay with me, I don't have a problem with you, like I say. It's just
So the dress sense is all right, the bird's all right, but
just get me some ID and you can come in. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, mate, all right, okay then.
No worries, see you later.
So, no chancing?
It's a show!
Okay, so he's got hold of your jacket. You could do one of two things. Bring it straight in, down. Right, get hold of him, move him into a lock until you take him away. Stand up. Right, the other option is if you've got a very small mag light, okay, just bring it in straight across the wrist. Bring the other hand across to grip it using both thumbs underneath. Down. Right, move in. Right, and then you've got him. Yeah? Two guys, put your torch away or drop it, lift him up, take him outside.
Half the time when the police are trying to do something to you, they're grabbing hold of your bending up and they're not telling you to do anything. You'd have done it if they'd have said it. When they're going down, you think we'll do this now, you're going to put your proper weight like left, right, down, stay here. You know what I mean? You've got to do the voice command.
But it works. That's the thing, it works.
Yeah.
You showed your authority and it's making them get down and listen to what you've got to say.
Fucking right. Hang on.
So what I'd like you all to do, please, is to clear your tables from everything. All you need on top of your desk is a pencil, please. You'll see 4 clips. Okay. At the end of those, each clip, you're given around about 4 to 5 minutes. In that time, you'll answer 10 questions.
Test over, how was it?
Well, when I first started, I had a fringe, long hair, I looked like Kevin Keegan now, look. An idiot wouldn't be able to pass it, I suppose. You know, it gave you 2 possibles, but one of them is bang on right. It's a good test, proper test. Proper test. I think it needs a little bit of revising by someone that's actually been a doorman, some like a finer point, but in general, it's fucking good, yeah.
And will you go back on the door after this?
I think so, yes. I've decided I'm going to work on the door. I'm going to be a hinge.
He's made it a lively course. He's had a lot of experience both on the police side of things, with being alleged and accused of things that he hadn't actually been proved to have done. There's a few phrases and things in the course that he's found awkward to comprehend, as in the course they have a phrase of passing the baton, which is where nowadays it actually means getting a supervisor in or a head doorman or somebody like that. But of course in Dave's day, passing the baton would have meant a pole cue or a baseball bat, so he has found things like that amusing.
To be quite honest, I could get 100 out of 100 and be the best pupil they've ever had. But the police being the last word on who gets a licence or not, I might have passed all the tests to be a door supervisor, but the police have to then grant it and give it to you. Well, I doubt very much if they'd even give me a cold, you know what I mean? So I don't expect to get it, but I'm using this as another tool to show you what they would and wouldn't do to fuck me. Well, you know, how can I fail a test on being a doorman? I've been a doorman for 25 years.
You kind of resent the fact that they're now the government's doing this trip.
I do resent it. It's getting a bit spiteful, but I'll need to do as many of these as I can to show you that, there's no way in the world I'm going to not pass the test to be a doorman. And even when I do pass the test, which I'm confident that I will, the police will still say no. I bet I'm the only one in this room that fails. I live with it.
How was it?
It was good. It was good. It's like Dave says, there's a couple of possibles, so you have to know your stuff on it.
Yeah.
So you've got to do your study on it, but it's good. Yeah.
So, having been through this test, are you now going to go back on the door?
No. I thought Dave told me it was for working on his windows. Is it for working on the door? Oh, fuck me. I think I'm in the wrong classroom, mate. I thought it was to work on Dave's windows. Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay, mate.
All the lads on board have got reputations of being very heavy and very thuggery, but they've all produced a very good result. They've all shown that they're doing well. They all have a very good knowledge of the new style Doorman and got no problems with it. I'm quite pleased with the way it's gone.
And how's their progress been?
Very well.
So they think a good chance of passing?
One would hope so, yeah.
But you had no trouble from them?
No trouble at all. A splendid bunch.